Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Oilers and the Nighthawks, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the second coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all the success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played, because for some of the guys on his team, it will be. And he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Saunders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in. Highest big tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Operating from the gun, McCann. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, McCann. And his pass incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. To throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McCann.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Houston set to take over.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. McCann. This one complete to Patton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Saunders. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. There he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To throw on second down. McCann can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Throwing on third and long. McCann is going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 69 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Off the play fake. McCann. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Oilers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. Back to throw now on first down.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing deep for Stewart. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a diving catch right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Nighthawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They've played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McCann. And the catch made. It's Patton. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7. Looking to throw. McCann. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Saunders. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, McCann. And this is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
This one is caught. It's Patton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw. McCann. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, McCann. And it'll be intercepted. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Gets past one man, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2nd and 2. The kicker here is complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stewart. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Nighthawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again, and the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. McCann. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on a deep ball.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. It's Saunders. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Try to take this home, they'll run. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
keep it on the ground. Saunders. And he gets us from just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Saunders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.